Okay, this one will be a long and tough video for me as I have to admit my mistakes and warn those who will be watching this not to do such things. So one thing which you never want to do when trading is to get 100% sure that you are right. Because if that happens, you are going to be trapped in one of the hardest mindset traps. You are getting emotionally attached and in some sense addict from the scenario which was the most probable in your mind. But yeah, it was the most probable only in your mind. Indeed, the market is something you cannot predict, and you don't have to, and most of the time you will be wrong trying to do so. Or at least you will be wrong with the timing, because even if you will determine the direction right, it doesn't mean it will happen right away. That is exactly what happened to me in the end of this week. I was so sure that my vision is right, and I was so stubbornly ignoring everything what market was shouting to me, even though I saw it clearly. That finally ended up losing the trade. But that is not only about losses, but also about losing potential gains and finally making a lot of emotional decisions afterwards. Now let's review how it was. I have opened sell on 29 of January, seeing the potential at the market to make a head and shoulders pattern, and everything was pretty good until the FOMS news came out. After that, charts made engulfing candles on H1 and H4 timeframes, and that was a ringing bell that price will not go down anymore. That was that same moment when I had to close the sell and open buy. But I was still believing that I must be right and price will finally go down. As you can see, it didn't, which caused stop losses on the next European session and, what is more important, disability to enter the market to the upside as there was no suitable situation for me to do so. I was upset and angry with myself for this stupid move, but what was done, that was done, and I started to fight with the market in order to get a revenge. That was a mess. I was opening up and down, closing and repeating again. To make the long story short, I took back everything I lost, but during that process I went around 50% into drawdown in physical funds and around 80% in floating positions, which is insane and absolutely not acceptable for me, and the only reason why I made a decision to go almost all in was that this is a very small account and I just have started it, so I decided that it will be more efficient to start the new account if I will not succeed than to build it back from $250 or $300. So apparently you will say, okay, so what is decay? How to do, and finally how to actually earn money from that if we cannot predict the next move? Well, the answer is simple. You have to follow the direction which is already shown on the chart. It means you have to have a setup, and once you see what you are looking for, you act. But if you see another setup in different direction before previous worked out, you need to be okay to let the previous one go and jump into the next one without any doubts. The trick is always to act like you could be wrong, but at the same time, always be confident in your setup and trust the process. In conclusion, I still have one trade opened from Thursday, and I left it during the weekend because I don't see enough proofs that it cannot be closed at break even on Monday. And also there is a double top on M15 which gives me even more optimism to hold it until Monday. And that's it for today. Don't forget to put a like, leave a comment and subscribe if you found some value. See you in the next one.